And Richard Southern joins us now for a look at some of the day's other business stories. Hey, Richard.
Hey, Janella, how are you?
Good. We're getting a glimpse at, we've been talking a lot over the last couple of weeks about what Canadians have been buying, the trends over during this pandemic.
Yeah, and baking has been a big one. We've talked about that, right? Everyone's, making bread.
And it seemed to kind of
sourdough starters going on, and now there is some concrete evidence, Janella. Have you been baking, Janella?
I have, actually, yeah.
See, everyone's I got to try it out because everyone's going crazy for it. Stats Canada today says there has been a huge surge in baking products, right? Flour sales, they said, are up 200% over last year. We see that in the graph there. Other baking items depicted there. Eggs up 44% over last year. Milk sales up 21%. Butter and margarine are up. We actually heard Premier Ford talking about this today, saying he's going to make sure those baking products are kept on the shelves. Another interesting tidbit from Stats Canada, Janella, the sale of coffee filters are up 68% over last year. We're drinking more coffee at home.
Well, we're not going to Starbucks. We're not going to Timmy's, right?
Correct. So we're drinking it at home. Alcohol, the other line there, also higher. Finally, this is kind of interesting. Sales of condoms and other contraceptives saw a big spike in the month of March. They've moderated a bit in April. Sales for pregnancy tests, which is the other line there, also a little bit higher on a year-over-year basis. So I guess aside from baking, that's another thing we've been doing.
There's not much else to do at home, I guess, right?
Yes. Should mention big drop for sales of cut flowers, probably reflective of the fact that not all of us were able to see Mom for Mother's Day.
Right. On the baking, I was going to say I've perfected my banana bread and apple cake, and now I'm going to try my hand at a carrot cake this weekend, I think.
You got to bring some of that into the newsroom, Janella.
But I'm gluten-free, so I'm not fighting for the regular flour. I'm fighting for the gluten-free flour in the health food store.
It's tough to come by.
Yeah. Okay. So there is now a new delivery option that's emerging for restaurants across the city. Lots of us are ordering online or picking up curbside, but now there's another option other than just Uber or Skip the Dishes.
It's Beck Taxi, would you believe? The biggest taxi company in the city. They've always delivered food orders, they tell me, but now they have a $10 flat rate for food deliveries within a 3-kilometer restaurant. And it says it's doing this to help out local restaurants. Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, these apps, they charge restaurants 25 to 30% of the total order. They take that from them. Under this scenario, restaurants would keep 100% of the bill, but you'd be on the hook for the $10 delivery charge, which is a little bit more than you're probably paying from Uber Eats and the likes, but Beck trying to help out the local restaurants. They tell me, Janella, they've reduced their fleet by 75%. It's been tough going for the taxi guys, so they're trying to do this on the side now, make a little bit extra money.
Yeah, that is a little steep, but I guess if you do it, you're helping out two businesses, helping out the restaurants and helping out the taxis. Okay, finally, coronavirus has, absolutely devastated the cruise industry, but there's still some signs that the business could bounce back.
This is wild. Last week, Carnival Cruise Line said they're going to start their cruises out of its U.S. ports in August. And sales are up 600% since that announcement, apparently. And Carnival Cruise Line bookings, Janella, are up 200% over this time last year. The huge outbreak on these ships has not hurt bookings. American Express Travel says it's young, healthy people looking for a deal that have been snapping up those Carnival tickets. Janella, you and I are back just after 6:30. There is some new ideas about how we may go to the beach and self-distance this summer. We're going to be looking at that and some more fun stories just after 6:30.
Okay, we'll chat with you then. Thanks for joining.